Hello! This video is part of a series of resources for Texas property owners. I'm Pat O'Connor with O'Connor & Associates, and the topic for this video is the Texas special session of the legislature that begins July 18th. It will address many issues, one of which is property taxes, and for property taxes there are 4 issues that are being given primary consideration. One is to limit the rate of growth of property taxes. A second is to allow biased ARB members to be terminated. A third is to provide easier access to property tax information. And the fourth is to set up a board of oversight in the Texas Comptroller's office. So we're going to focus on the last two, the making property tax information more easily available to taxpayers, and then the Board of Oversight in the Texas Comptroller's office and why that's a good idea. So as we've talked about in other videos, when you file a protest, you can ask the appraisal district to provide the information they're going to present at the hearing, and they have to make it available to you 14 days prior to the hearing. But there's a couple of issues with what's happening currently. First, they can make you come to the appraisal district to pick it up if they don't put it available online. And the second is they can charge for the information. And while it wouldn't be a big issue if they followed the law and charged the copy cost that they're supposed to do, some of them charge $10 for residential for 3 or 4 pages and $25 for commercial for perhaps 5, 10, 15 pages. And this is simply unlawful behavior, and the law would require that they make the information available for free and that they mail it to the property owner, making it much more convenient. Currently, if you file a protest, you can have to go to the appraisal district up to 3 times. Once to pick up the evidence, once for the informal hearing, and then a 3rd time for the formal hearing or the appraisal review board hearing. So this would be a great positive change. The other related issue is that it would require appraisal districts to put the tax roll data online and make it easily available to taxpayers. And while I've had disagreements with Harris County Appraisal District from time to time, this is one area where they do a great job of making the tax roll data easily available and updating it about every 2 weeks during the hearing season. So if you know someone at HCAD, tell them Pat O'Connor had a shout out for them for doing something well. But we need more counties to make the information available online so it is available to taxpayers during the hearing season. Then secondly, there is a major problem with the governance of appraisal districts. The board of directors supervises the appraisal district, and it's consisting of representatives of the tax entities. And it currently has 0 representatives of property owners. So all the members of the board of directors represent tax entities. So they're doing their job in representing tax entities, but no one's looking out for the interest of the taxpayers. So the board of directors has 2 jobs. One is to hire the chief appraiser, and one is to approve the budget. And then the chief appraiser hires the employees and runs the appraisal district. And the problem is that while at some appraisal districts the chief appraiser may consistently follow the law, we've experienced many issues with chief appraisers selectively following the tax code upon their whim. It's almost as if the chief appraiser were a king and can do anything he wants to do, and the problem is a taxpayer has no recourse. If an appraisal district is not following the law, your only option is to to go to the appraisal review board, have a hearing, address the issue, and then file a lawsuit, and then the end result will be the appraisal district will give you an offer you can't refuse in terms of a reduction in the value, and the issue will never reach court. So if you file a lawsuit, it's not going to solve the problem. So what's being proposed is a board of oversight in the Texas Comptroller's office that would look at the efficiency and effectiveness and lawfulness in the operation of appraisal districts. And this would be a great change. Someone needs to look and see what's happening in appraisal districts and call them out when they're not following the law and when they're doing things which are not in the best interest of taxpayers. So if you think it's time for property tax reform in Texas, let your state representative and state senator know. Contact them and let them know that you are a strong proponent of property tax reform. The special session starts July 18th and will continue for a month, and property tax is one of the items on the special session. To find out if you're fairly taxed, go to the Texas Fairness Checker at cutmytaxes.com. It's free and takes only about a minute, and you'll find out if you're fairly taxed or not compared to other similar properties. This is Pat O'Connor with O'Connor & Associates. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon with another tip.